Hey everybody, it's Ty from gamesfromthefront.com. Got a special treat for you, or I guess probably really a special treat for me, but hopefully something you'll enjoy. Gonna unbox World at War, Blood and Bridges from Lock and Load Publishing. This was kind of an impulse purchase for me. World at War was a series I'm kind of aware of, but had kind of passed up for a variety of reasons, but had an opportunity to pick this up at a pretty good price, so I thought I'd give it a go. Actually had my heart set on Untold Stories, but have found that very difficult to find. So Blood and Bridges is going to serve as kind of a base game for the World at War series. Evocative box with some great imagery. See some of the icons here. I think this is primarily Soviet and British outfits that we're going to find within the counters. Platoon level combat in the Third World War. I'm actually quite a big Third World War, Cold War fan. In fact, my first war game was Assault from GDW. Early or mid 80s, I think that's when that came out. But man, that was kind of a mind melter, and so had really been attracted to the gameplay or the rules that I had read online, and it looked like it was a pretty good system. So I actually still got it in shrink wrap here, so let's pop it open and take a look at what's inside. Actually, I haven't played the system before, but like I mentioned, the Lock and Load folks have been pretty good about putting at least some of their rules online. I know there's a vassal module for the series that's available for those of you who want to play online. Got the back of the box here. This will be largely a static image that I'm going to record for this unboxing. I'll try to put some close-up shots of components at the end. It looks like we've got a Soviet Hind helicopter. It looks like maybe some special forces, Soviet special forces here at the bottom. This always seems to get a lot of solitaire play. I've seen a lot of videos online, folks playing solitaire, so that's encouraging. Although I definitely am up for face-to-face play if possible. Box is sturdy, a lot of weight to it, so passes the kind of weight-value ratio. Let's pop this baby open and see what we got inside. I think that's a British tank. What do they have? Challengers? Chieftains. Maybe that's a chieftain. Also notice that some of the markers on the cover got an Apache, got an A-10. So maybe there's some American forces in here. A Martyr, which I think is a German artillery unit or APC. So no, probably got a lot to figure out on what's actually in here. Let's see what's on top. Okay, rules of play. Kind of lightweight, shiny paper, but obviously in color here on the cover. Interior, we've got some pages that are sticking together. Not too bad. Big counter images. Some nice large printing. Again, I've only been on through these rules online, so first time. It's got a nice new printing smell to everything, kind of emanating from the box. Wow, these are nice big counter images. I like that. Let's see, got about 7-11. More pages stuck together. Looks like about I'm counting 17 pages of rules, and it looks like these are the scenarios here. I'm kind of under the impression that in the World War series that the scenarios are interlinked, but I'll probably have to take a closer look to see that. So yeah, pretty nice. Maybe I was kind of wish it was a little bit sturdier, but I'll take the color. I'll take the color any day of the week. Let's see, looks like we got a couple of player aids. Not necessarily laminated, but do have a kind of a shiny sheen to them. Again, we've got some large images up here. Looks like the Soviets over here, perhaps the British on this side. Line of sights, battlefield chaos, terrain effects. So it's It's quite a nice size for a terrain effects chart. So these are nice, 2 of them. I don't know if this is I imagine this is primarily played as a 2-player game. All right, I have to admit that one of the things that I was hesitant about for the series is there was another main game. I think one of the first sets in the series was called Eisenbach Gap, I think. And my local game store, Fair Game here in Downers Grove, had a demo copy of it there at the store, and I'm like, oh yeah, World War III, let me check it out. And I popped it open, skimmed the rules, and I started looking at components, and I have to admit that the design, the components were solid. I mean, they're good quality, but I think some of the design decisions kind of made me hesitate. The font that's used here, I think they're trying to invoke a kind of a mid-'80s or Cold War feel. It actually makes it a little bit difficult to read. Actually, looking at these now, I think maybe I'm a little bit used to seeing it. But definitely at first I wasn't quite sure what I would think about it. But let's see what we got here. Looks like we've got mostly game markers for marking some of the action on the field. A couple Soviet units up here along the top. And I'm not quite sure. Maybe those are Germans here. Ooh, F-15s. I'm digging that. One of the things that definitely caught my eye is it did seem to incorporate some air power, either explicitly in helicopter units or kind of more abstractly with some of the aircraft, the planes, the fighter planes, F-15s in this case. So hopefully we'll see that play out in the game. All right, this looks like the main unit set of counters. So looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 88, about 170, probably about 350 total counters, it looks like, in the game. Nice strong red for the Soviets. So looks like we've got our British section right here. Maybe an American unit here, and again, maybe I'm still thinking Germans, but I'll have to double check on that. Some aircraft, tornadoes. I thought I saw some counters for helicopters. Okay, here's some Apaches and some Hinds down here for the Soviets. So a lot of Soviets and a couple different sets of NATO forces. All right. Nice set of counters, nice shiny. Stock's not too bad. Looks like they're perhaps white all the way through. So I think these are going to hold up. I think the shiny bit of it here is going to provide some protection for wear and tear. Maybe not as heavy as other games, but I've been playing a lot of Conflict of Heroes recently, so I think my expectations for counters are probably a little bit out of whack. See some dice in their own baggie. Dice are passable, kind of evocative of a Chessex style, but I think a little bit cheaper. One of the things I understand is that this game uses a lot of dice, so I'm sure I'll be supplementing that either with my own dice or my dice from my opponents. But yeah, thanks for including the dice. And ooh, all right. So obviously this is the big boy. Can't remember if this is one map or two in the game. Is it just one giant map? Yeah, kind of one of the things I learned about when I was doing my research on what to buy is that it seems that there are different size maps for different games. I don't know if they're necessarily supposed to link it all together, but this one's pretty big. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to open it all here on the camera. Got a little sticking together. Maybe some humidity there at the printing press. Yeah, this is what I remember from the demo copy I saw of Eisenbach Gap. The map is actually really nice. It's mounted, it's thick, it's heavy, it's it's definitely sturdy. I don't know if they're going for a design, conscious design decision here. For all the work they put into making this a sturdy map, I think I would have liked to have seen something a little bit more realistic terrain-wise. But the map's passable, it's playable, it's really easy to see terrain. But again, I've been probably been spoiled with Conflict of Heroes with some really high quality maps. And so I'll probably talk to the community and see what they think about, is this a design decision or is it just kind of a sparse map? So anyway, that's pretty much it for Blood and Bridges. Thanks for hanging out with me. This is a game I've really been wanting to tear into and seeing how it goes. I'll be looking for players here shortly. So thanks for listening, and hopefully if you play this game, let me know, and perhaps we can hook up sometime. Thanks.